Hello dear yogis, namaste once again. Today we're going to work abdominals. So first of all, I want you just to stand in Tadasana. So get into the middle of your mat, stand with your 2 feet firmly planted, rooted into the floor. Find the 4 corners of the feet, lift the kneecaps. You roll your inner groins back, outer calves back. Remember the block between your upper thighs, squeeze it. Remember the block between your 2 inner feet, squeeze into that block to get that inner stability which we worked on so much before. Now shoulders back, extend into your fingertips, really make the hands active, and then remember the buttock flesh goes towards the heels and that makes space in the lower back area. Now let's think of the abdominal area. So the action of the abdomen in nearly all of your asanas is abdomen towards the spine and up towards the chest. So visualize butter or jam and you're spreading it. That is the feeling of the abdominal muscles working in towards the spine and up. And it should never be a tight gripping action. If I say take the abdomen in and up, think of like a 50% action. You must never make this area hard. Now as the abdomen rolls in and up, you extend into your fingertips. Roll the shoulder blades down and into the chest. So the shoulder blades is sort of counteracting here. As the abdomen goes in and up, the shoulder blades move in and down. Get that flow of energy. Just feel it for a few moments. And remember, arms active, feet active, legs active, buttocks to the heels. Abdomen in and up, shoulder blades down. And it happens sort of in the same moment. Just get that inner feeling of how everything comes back to the base camp, to the spine. Release. Okay, so I show on all fours. The pose with a name that I don't know the correct name, but it's what we call the cat-cow pose. So my knees are more or less underneath my hips, my toes are extended, hands are under the shoulders, and I bring the navel to the spine, and I extend the chest forward, but I bring the shoulder blades in. It's not a big action in the lower back. Navel to spine and an extension forwards. Okay, let's do it together. Have a normal breath in, a normal breath out. On the inhalation, navel to spine. Exhale, extend the chest forwards. Inhale, abdomen in and up. That's spreading action. Let the head release completely. And as you extend forwards, shoulder blades in, chest open and lifted. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. And for a moment, just bring the big toes together and the knees wide and stretch. We go together from here into Adho Mukha Svanasana, the dog pose. So you come and you just look forwards. Keep your arms fully extended. Spread your fingers well. Get your thumbs to face each other and middle fingers forwards. And then from here, keep the hands glued to the floor. Come up, tuck your toes under. Lift your buttocks high to the ceiling. Be on your ball mounts of your feet and stretch those shoulders away from the ears. And now simultaneously take your 2 feet to the floor, heels towards the floor. As you take the heels down, lift the shin bones up, you can see them. And open up the body, stretch. Feel the whole spine extending. The thighs go to the bone. The inner thighs roll to the space behind you and the shoulders well away from the ears. And now abdomen in and towards the chest. Shoulder blades down towards the buttocks. Stay for a moment and really think about that. Abdomen in, shoulder blades down. And now from here, you come down and you stretch, feet toes together, knees wide. Then inhale, sit up. You're going to need your strap here. We're going to use it soon, but you're going to be on your back, so I don't want you to get up and down all the time. So the first pose that we're going to do here is a variation of Pavamuktasana, the wind releasing pose. And we're going to use the wall. Let me show you. So we have the feet firmly into the wall, and all the actions of Tadasana, abdomen in and up, shoulder blades down towards the buttocks, feet firmly into the wall, and the back of the knees open. Now from here, I'm bringing my knee to the chest in Pavamuktasana, and I make my foot into the wall very active. And now I exhale, inhale, just lift my shoulder blades off the floor as I bring my chest closer towards my knee. And I release. Now just watch again. As I go up, I bring the abdomen in and up. So let's do together. Feet into the wall. Find the four corners of the feet in the wall. And I've often reminded you in these past few weeks, inner feet, work them. Think more of the inner feet than the outer feet at the moment, so that you really engage the inner body. From here, bring your right knee to the chest. Just hug that right knee to the chest, let the foot relax and make the left leg very active. Bring the left back of the left knee towards the floor. Now just stay there for a moment. Exhale, inhale. And on your next breath, you come up. Just shoulder blades lifting. Don't try to get your knee to your forehead. It's just the shoulder blades lifting, and now abdomen in and up. On the exhalation, abdomen in and up. Feel the value of the exhalation and come down. So there shouldn't be hardness unnecessary in the neck. It's an abdominal action. Bring the left knee into the chest. Interlace your fingers, the other interlock over the knees. Bring those knees close to you, the knee close to you, and the back of the right knee well to the floor, the inner left, the right foot into the wall, active right side of the body. And now from here, I lift and I start following my breath. Inhale, I lift a little bit more, but without tension. Exhale, abdomen in and up towards the chest. And release. In this way, you will feel that there's much less strain on your neck and you become aware of what's happening in the abdominal area. Now, for the next pose, you're going to need that strap. And let's do together. You all know the pose. Supta Padangusthasana 1 and Supta Padangusthasana 2. So, for this pose, you do not need to be into the wall. So, you're going to lie on your back. Place the strap over the heel bone of the right foot, and you are going to hold the strap with both hands. Hold high up for a moment, stretch, then bring the fingers down until you feel you can bring the shoulder blades in and lift the chest. Now for today, I'm not interested in you pulling the leg all the way to your face. I'm more interested in a 90-degree angle here. And if you feel that you have, or if you know that you have tight hamstrings, you might need to bend your left leg. So see what works right for you so that you can maintain that 90-degree angle. You want to have your abdomen spreading and then focusing on that rolling action in and up. Keeping the lower back stable with the abdomen broadening, lower back broadening, sacrum, lumbar spine spreading. Relax your throat. Feel your femur bone, your lifted right leg sinking well into its own hip. And abdomen in and up on the exhalation specifically. So you should feel after a while that there's a wonderful sense of spreading. Then you take the strap, both of them, into the right hand. The left hand stays on the right hip or the right thigh to keep it down. And you just take that right leg out towards the side. And don't try to take the foot to the floor. You want to keep your left side of your body stable. And you do that with the action of the abdomen going from right to left. So you've got to work the abdomen here from right to left and in and up. Extend well into the left leg. Chest is open. You're extending into the ball mount of both feet. And try to get both sides of your lower back on the floor. And that happens by, you might need to lift the leg a little bit more and move the abdomen. And then from here, inhale, come up and pull the leg a little bit and bend the leg and release. Now I'm going to turn around to do the other side. If you've got enough space, you stay the way you are. And in the meantime, you put the strap over the ball mount of your left foot. And you, no, actually not the ball mount, the heel bone of the left foot. And you extend well into that strap. You take the hands high up, you take the elbows out to the side, abdomen in, shoulder blades in, and the active legs. Remember to bend the knee if you need to, and 90-degree angle, very open leg. Leg is really sinking into its own hip, and the outer hip is rolling towards the space in front of you, the wall in front of you, or whatever's in front of you. And chest is always open. Now focus on your abdominal area. On the exhalation, there's that inner release and spreading. Both straps in the left hand and the right hand is spinning that right leg down. You take the leg out to the side, actively extending both legs. And now once you're there, you start feeling, what do I need to do to get my lower back stable? So I've got to think of abdominal action here, rolling from left to right. You might have to lift that foot a little bit more. We're also tempted to get the foot right down to the floor. No, it is all about the stability in the sacrum, the lower back area. Breath awareness. Inhale, up you come. And on the exhalation, you bend the knee, might creak a little bit, and you release. And just stay soft for a moment and feel the warmth and the work that happened in the whole leg area. It feels alive. Okay, so I'm going to show you the next pose. From bent legs, we're going to put the strap over the heel bone of both feet. And we're just going to stay with a 90-degree angle here for a moment. So you go for it. Put the strap over the heel bone of the 2 feet. Take the legs up. Hold just like you did before, elbow slightly out, legs 90 degrees. So 90 degrees, you haven't got me to look at you there. So remember, it's the feet are, the heels are right on top of the buttocks. And your abdomen from here goes in and up. It's a wonderful feeling of spaciousness in the abdominal area. Shoulder blades in, create as much space as you can. Extend into the ball mounts of the feet. Chin is slightly tucked to the chest to lengthen the back of the head, and on every exhalation you feel that inner spreading. And then you're going to release the legs and place them on the floor. Now you're not going to need your strap anymore, and I'm just going to show if you have any problems with your lower back. You might want to put support underneath your lower back. So I'll show and then I'll take it out, because fortunately my lower back is happy at the moment. So if there's lower back issues, you put support underneath the lower back. And what we're going to do here is, from bent legs, you're going to take the legs up. Your arms can be behind you on the floor. And from here, we're going to stay here for a few moments. Now you've got to think, as I'm going to take my legs away, I'm going to take the abdomen in and up. So I use the abdominal area to protect the lower back and to create the space. So just watch here. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then we're going to go up again. So we're going to do this 3 times, and we're just going to focus on the release down to the floor. We're not going to bring the legs up like we do sometimes in these degrees. So arms behind you. If by any reason the arms behind you creates strain in your lower back, grip your sticky mat. Bend the knees and take the legs up to 90 degrees. Remember, 90 degrees. Inhale. As you exhale, abdomen in and up. So abdomen away from the face as you go to 60 degrees. Exhale, go to 45 degrees. Abdomen in and up. Inhale as you exhale down to 30 degrees. And down to the floor. Bend the knees, up you go again. Take your own pace here. Inhale, you in 90. Exhale, 60 degrees. Inhale, 45. Inhale, on the exhalation down to 30. And down to floor. And then up you go again. Last time. 60. Remember, the abdomen moves away from the feet. And release. And just place the feet on the floor for a moment. Actually, I stayed 5-star now. I stayed on the foam. It's divine. If you need it, use it. And just release for a moment. So with the bent legs, you can feel the abdomen soft and spreading, the back soft and spreading. Get that quietness. Now roll over to your right side and sit up. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do now. So we do Paripurna Navasana, and we do it with the wall. So I'm sitting close to the wall, and I take my legs up the wall, feet together. And I'm going to bring my fingers to face the wall, and I'm going to use the hands to press on and to lift my chest. So I really take the shoulders back and I lift my chest. And from here we're just going to stay like this for a few moments. So sit quite close to the wall. So when I sit cross-legged, my knees is about 10 centimeters away from the wall. 15. And now I take my buttock flesh back because I aim to stay on my buttock bones. Bring my fingers to face the wall as I put my hands down. If you've got longer arms, of course, your arms must be placed a little bit further back. So now I've got full pressure on my hands. I take my heels up the wall, readjust, see that you're not too close and that the hands are in the right position. You must be able to push on your hands to lift the chest and bring the shoulder blades into the body. And now extend your feet fully onto the wall And just stay here for a few moments. Constantly working on that shoulders lifting and rolling back, shoulder blades in, and try to be on the pinnacle of your buttock bones. This is wonderful to do it with the wall because it gives you the right shape. Now just imagine for a moment that you're not having the hands on the floor here. And that will be your full pose. And not feet onto the wall, of course. And now come down. Okay, so now we're going to sit away from the wall. And we start with the, first of all, make sure that you're not too close to the wall. So you can see if I lie back, I won't touch the wall. I'm on my two buttock bones. So let me quickly show you what we're doing here. I place my hands behind my knees. And I walk my feet in, and I walk my feet in, and I walk my feet in. At a certain stage, I am going to be able to lift them. And I try to balance with my chest as close to my thighs as I can. And from here, we're going to stretch the legs. And if we feel we can release, we release. So let's do together. Okay. Scoop the buttock flesh back, sitting Dandasana. Bring the feet in. Now you place your hands behind your knees. This firm hands behind the knees. Shoulders back and chest lifted. Make sure you're there. Now double check. Are you on the two buttock bones, not the buttock flesh? And now from here, keep the chest well lifted. Walk the ball mounts of the feet a little bit closer in, a little bit closer in, a little bit closer in. And then you feel, without taking that big swing back, can you just lift your feet? It's inevitable that you will move a little bit. In the perfect world, in the perfect Paripurna Navasana, when the abdominal control is excellent, you will stay quiet. Now you bring the chest towards the thighs, shoulder blades in, and you lift your shins parallel to the floor. Just stay there for a moment. Can you re-lift? Now check for a moment. Can you extend into your fingertips? Now you really feel as if you're pulling your arms into your shoulders. Look ahead of you. Breathe. And then down. Straighten your legs and smile. And just let the whole body for a moment become quiet and soften. We're going to repeat, and those of you that from here can straighten the legs, you're going to straighten the legs like they were on the wall. Try, and if it doesn't work, you know where to work more and more and more until it happens. And this is a pose, if you do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, by Friday, it's a breeze. It's something that so quickly responds to practice. Okay, and everything is only possible with proper practice. Okay. Hands behind the knees. You're on your two buttock bones. Inhale, lift. Exhale while you're there. On the next inhalation, extend your hands. Exhale. On the next inhalation, can you lift your 2 feet? And keep on stretching into your fingertips. Can you bring the chest closer into the thighs? And sit down. So this is a pose that needs practice. And I'm going to ask you to please practice it. The pose that goes from here has got a complete different action, and it's the Ardha Navasana. This was Paripurna Navasana, the full boat pose. Now the half boat, when it's a more opened up boat, is where you don't stay on your two buttock bones. You are taking you will be on your buttock flesh, and you won't bring the chest towards the chin. You will bring the abdomen more to the spine. So we're going to really work on the abdomen to the spine action now. Now just watch me. I'm going to imagine that somebody is holding my two hands and gently lowering me down to the floor. So just observe. I'm being held down, 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 but not all the way to the floor. I'm on my buttock flesh. I start lifting my toes, and I bring the eyes in line with the toes. And now the abdomen must deepen towards the spine, and the spine is slightly rounded. and then you sit up again. Let's do together. Sitting upright. Now there's two ways. I know some of you prefer the classical position where the hands are interlocked behind the head over this occipital bone area and the elbows gently moving in towards each other. If you know you prefer this way, you try it. I'm going to do it twice. I do with the arms out because this is not an intermediate class. Okay? Inhale as you exhale. Navel to spine, navel to spine. At a certain point, your feet starts lifting and your shoulders come slightly forward, but your abdomen goes to the spine. Eyes in line with the feet. And gravity has got a big say here. And then you come up. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Last one. You're being helped, or you can have your hands behind your head. Round the back slightly, round the back and go onto your buttock flesh. Shoulders are still, arms are still well into the shoulders. And stay for a moment. And up you come. And of course you are very welcome to do all of these poses a little bit longer than I'm doing here. The last pose that I want to do with you after this is just to have a little bit of a rest. And you are going to have your block or a stack of foams underneath your body for Setu Bandha. And you're going to place yourself on the block. And the block is underneath the sacrum, most of you know. Your knees are bent unless you are super flexible and it's very easy for you to straighten the legs. You keep them bent because this is restorative. And you're going to stay here. And we'll be here for a few breaths. And then we go into Shavasana. Now just feel the abdominal area releasing, relaxing. With that pelvic area supported. The eyes soften. The breath becomes quiet. And think again about that connection between the abdomen in and up, shoulder blades in and down. Front body lifting, back body going down to have that perfect balanced body. Just enough lift and enough gravity to bring you in a perfect state of balance. Take one more deeper breath here. Exhale. On the next inhalation, lift, take the block out, lengthen the spine and extend one leg and another leg, and then for Shavasana you let the legs release from the hips, palms to the ceiling, shoulder blades in. When you lie in Shavasana, your spine should feel light. So make sure that the setup is such a way that the spine feels light. You stay, and I'm going to leave you in your Shavasana. So just stay for as long as you need. And thank you for practicing together. These poses need to be done and redone. So don't just do once, do and do again. Namaste, yogis.